I'm still waiting, Skiff. I hope you had a good night's sleep, Skiff. We're on the brink of the most important event in human history. And I want you to be there to witness it up close. After all, if you hadn't brought us the Alpha artifact, our artifact farm would still be looking for the key to the generators.
What makes the Alpha artifact so special?
It possesses unique properties. The artifact is capable of converting electrical energy into a psi field. It's also incredibly rare. We've never found anything like it in the zone, nor have we been able to replicate it. And it's the only way to connect to the generators remotely.
You can grow artifacts?
It's my primary project here. My pride and joy. We are capable of synthesizing artifacts that are identical to those that occur naturally within the zone. Regrettably, we were unable to replicate the Alpha artifact this way. But that doesn't matter anymore. We have the Alpha now. And it's all thanks to you.
The generators? What are those?
The zone doesn't just exist on its own. It possesses a center, a source. This source is located within the generators, an installation to the north of the CNPP. There's no way for us to get there, physically at least. However, we can establish a remote connection to the generators. That's where the Alpha comes into play. We can solve the energy crisis, reach the outer limits of the solar system, expand our horizons in the study of physics. Your discovery is going to change the world, Skiff.
Confinement breach detected in the cryptobiology lab. Initiating Aegis protocol in Sector C. Please remain calm and have a nice day.
Damn! Aegis means an uncontrolled anomalous exposure. That means a shutdown for all labs. How are we supposed to test the Alpha now? Wait for a special dispensation from the Colonel? How long will it take? Even with all their gadgets, the ward can only handle anomalous phenomena in controlled lab environments. Against something like this, we're talking days, at least.
What kinds of toys?
Advanced weapons and ammunition. They've already been tested on live subjects. Seems like a misuse of our funding if you ask me. Once we successfully establish a link to the generators, the zone will disappear, and none of this will be needed anymore.
At this rate, I'm gonna get bed sores from your penthouse couch. Maybe I can speed this up. Remember, the things I've seen in the zone were just as baffling and uncontrollable.
Are you suggesting we skip protocol and go full Stalker on this? It could work. Look for Dr. Krivenko. He's probably at the ARL now. The cryptobiology lab is his domain. He'll point you in the right direction. But remember, this anomalous exposure isn't your typical zone activity. Our emission protection system has never failed us before.
Attention. Due to Aegis protocol initiation,
how are we supposed to run the experimented soul level stuff? A Stalker? They are kicking scientists out and letting a Stalker in.
If another product of Dallin's genius fails, it's easier to hunt.
Are we getting ready for an experiment or a siege?
Those soldiers are literally everywhere.
What is more, I'm getting the feeling the wardens know.
I need two in the courtyard. Over.
Where am I supposed to find them for you? You think we're doing any better in here? You ain't the only one the Colonel's fucking with.
Take a smoke break, man. It will calm your nerves.
Wish I could. The brass are prepping for siege here. Over and out.
I ran into Zalissya today. I thought she never left her office, but... And you know what? She gave me that look.
Attention. Anomaly Research Laboratory staff, please proceed to evacuation. Please leave your workstations within 5 minutes and proceed to the rally point. Make sure to arrive on time.
Skiff, isn't it? I think we met at Icarus before.
Krivenko? I didn't know you were a big wheel around here.
I'm in charge of the Joint Cryptobiology and Psi Medicine Laboratory. Actually, I don't usually venture out of SIRCAA, but occasionally a special project demands some fieldwork. Follow me. A stalker at the Institute. That's a new one. Do you know an anomaly has cropped up in cryptobiology? No? My colleagues over at ARL reviewed the footage, and they think it might be a spatial anomaly.
How often does this kind of emergency happen here?
Hardly ever. Our security protocols cover every scenario, so everything is always under control, especially when it comes to special projects.
Then how did the anomaly show up despite your security measures?
I have no idea. We have complete control over the appearance and behavior of the anomalies you see behind me. But that particular one developed outside the testing site. In theory, the Institute's emission defenses should have made it impossible. Maybe someone helped it manifest. Sabotage is the last thing we need right now.
What are you working on? I'd like to know what's in store for me there.
Simply put, we are studying the zone's various harmful effects, along with ways to protect against them. I'm afraid you don't have the clearance for me to be any more specific than that.
All right, I'll go see what you've got there.
Here, take my gun. Korshunov issued these to all the lab managers, but I never thought anyone would actually need them. Professor Herman once mentioned that anomalies like this one always have an entrance and an exit. The cause of its sudden manifestation must lie on the other side. Due to the Aegis protocol, the regular entrances to my lab are sealed. The only way in is through the ventilation system. You'll find the engineering entrance outside, near the ARL building. Please be careful around the specimens of local fauna in the lab. They are quite valuable to our research.
A stalker? Why'd they let him in? First, they get all these wardens down here, then all staff have to evacuate. Now there's a stalker poking around. This is a research facility, not an amusement park.
I'm here! Help! Someone help me!
Somewhere.
Wait! Please, don't just leave me here. I was stuck in the lab when they initiated the Aegis protocol. Can you imagine? I had to lock myself in a cage just to avoid getting devoured by those monsters. You'll deal with them, won't you? Here, take this. It's the key card to the storeroom. Maybe you'll find something useful in there.
Attention. Preparing to initiate the Guardian program. The main purpose is to train the participant to face any dangers in the zone. You're about to go through a series of challenges based on real combat experience. Attention. The Guardian program has been initiated. electrical participating. Initiate the deactivation to complete.
Skiff, you made it here too. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised given what you went through to bring my scanner back to SIRCAA. I'd say I'm glad you made it through your first night in the zone, but you probably wouldn't believe me.
You bastard. I thought you were dead, and you just took off.
What else was I supposed to do? Fight my way back to you? Things aren't as straightforward as they seem. Come on in, I'll open the door for you. To understand, Skip, I didn't think I was going to make it out alive either. I thought the ward was coming after me and the scanner. You know what Korshunov does to people he sees as traitors?
If you're so scared of Korshunov, why'd you steal the scanner?
Steal? It was my creation. I invented it, not that no-talent hack darling. You've proven that it works. What else was I supposed to do? Stand by and watch the Institute squander enormous resources on that artifact farm of his? But Korshunov doesn't give a damn about science. When I found out you'd come to SIRCAA, I realized that my scheme was done for. And so was I. I had no choice but to use an experimental design to create a spatial anomaly. I knew that the ward wouldn't risk going through it. It didn't work though. We're inside a mothballed section of X11 now, not outside the Institute as I'd intended. got to understand, Skip. I didn't think I was going to make it out alive either. I thought the ward was coming after me and the scanner. You know what Korshunov does to people he sees as traitors?
If you're so scared of Korshunov, why'd you steal the scanner?
Steal? It was my creation. I invented it, not that no-talent hack darling. You've proven that it works. What am I supposed to do? Stand by and watch the Institute squander enormous resources on that artifact pharmacist? Korshunov doesn't give a damn about science. When I found out you'd come to SIRCAA, I realized that my scheme was done for. And so was I. I had no choice but to use an experimental design to create a spatial anomaly. I knew that the ward wouldn't risk going through it. It didn't work. We're in a mothballed section of X11 now, not outside the Institute as I'd intended. Don't worry, I won't leave you here. I feel like I owe you for that night. Besides, it looks like you've actually brought us the Alpha. This is my accomplishment, Skiff, not Darlin's. The only thing that snot-nosed genius managed to achieve was watching the Second Caribbean experiment. And that's precisely when anomalies and artifacts too began cropping up outside the zone.
The Second Caribbean experiment? What's that?
Without the Alpha, Darlin's work was going nowhere. When he realized he couldn't replicate the artifact artificially, he resorted to drastic measures. He tried to repeat the Caribbean experiment. It was our first contact with the noosphere, even before the zone came into being. That's when the first Alpha artifact appeared. I told him it was too risky. But our golden boy was willing to risk the entire world in the name of science. So how did it feel when all that progress came crashing down on your own doorstep?
So you knew my artifact was the Alpha all along. Then why the act?
Do you realize the odds that out of all the artifacts, yours was the one we were looking for? I wasn't even hoping for it. But even if I had, why would I tell you that you held the key to the future of humanity in your hands? This was supposed to be my triumph and mine alone. Not Darlin's, definitely not yours. Sorry.
My home was destroyed because of Darlin's experiment? And you knew about it the whole time?
What? Darlin failed to mention any outside events. And Korshunov conveniently left out who was responsible for your wild goose chase around the zone. Yes, Skiff, I've been aware of this all along. And so have they. Every asshole in this place has an agenda of their own. At least I tried to help you. I warned you about the attack, remember? But that doesn't matter anymore, and I'm running out of time. I've reconfigured the bubble. It'll take you back to SIRCAA. Then you can tell Darlin what you think about the price he paid for progress.
of it after all. I wish all my colleagues kept their promises like you do. Please come see me. I have something for you. As a stalker, I'm sure you'll appreciate it.
What if the generators aren't going to work? We have no idea whether they are operational.
We don't.
Attention. Aegis protocol has been initiated. All staff are required to follow board instructions.
Do you seriously take notes during Dallin's lectures?
You don't get it, do you? Our planet is dying. SIRCAA's gonna set things right. The Earth's gonna be a better place.
Better for who? Did things get better for you when they assigned you here? I didn't think so.
What do you want from me? Get to the point.
It'll become clear soon enough, Colonel. And no, you won't have to send your men anywhere or put them in danger. For that, we've got...
Speaking of danger...
As I was saying, we need someone who's already got certain qualities. Courage, persistence, endurance.
Any of my men will do.
Not quiet. We need someone who's already had a particular kind of experience in the zone. Basically, we need a stalker. The readings all match up. But to see it with my own eyes, that's something else. A scientific miracle. Alpha. Quarter of century ago, maybe even longer. The artifact that started it all.
It's still going strong, and not just in the zone.
You stalkers with your tall tales. You need to lay off the booze.
The second Caribbean experiment, you asshole! Tall tales, huh? Look at me! I lost everything back on the mainland, and you tell me to lay off the booze!
To the victor go the spoils. This experiment is not going to conduct itself. Stand down.
We had a simple choice. Sit back and just wait for another super emission, or take a chance at get control of the anomalous energy. And look, our gamble paid off. As for your home, you can blame the zone, not me.
Cool it, soldier. The second Caribbean experiment didn't go as planned. During the experiment, the group was attacked by S.T.A.L.K.E.R's saboteurs. They're local stalkers, a thorn in my side. And since they achieved what they set out to back then, you can be sure they'll keep trying to get in our way. You're blaming the wrong people, Skiff.
Let's hope that this time, security will be your top priority. So, now that everyone has blown off some steam and is capable of having a civilized conversation, let's move on to the one truly important thing. Science. Do you want to know what's there? Behind the glass? It's the dream of every stalker. The Wish Granter. Also known as the Monolith. It's not a myth, nor is it a deity. It's a Psi installation created by scientists from Project X. Instead of rusting away inside the sarcophagus, it's now here at the Institute.
So does this installation really grant wishes?
Well, it can show anyone exactly what they wish to see. A customized illusion of happiness. It's one of its built-in functions, but we're both adults, you and I. We realize that all those who come to the Wish Granter are already enthralled to their own illusions.
Why did you bring the monolith here? Wasn't one failed experiment enough for you?
Skiff, please. Alpha artifacts are a source of power not only for the generators, but for other Project X installations as well, including those designed to create illusions, like the monolith. If your Alpha artifact activates the monolith now, we'll know it's genuine and can be used with the generators.
My people are trained for this. They will handle it.
The hell they will. It's my artifact. I'll be the one testing it.
What you want is here, Stalker. Come. Humanity is corrupt. Mankind must be controlled. Whatever you wish.
I want this all to end.
Look, Nolan. The spell strap still works on stalkers.
Alpha is real. That's all that matters. We don't need this one anymore.
Strider's buddy isn't walking out of here alive. I'm putting an end to this farce. Kill the stalker. Come and get
here, please?
What did you see? What happened in the monolith room?
Now, you're the one who's gonna tell me what the fuck is going on here. Whose memory did I just see? Why did the ward attack me? Wish Granner my ass.
Calm down, Skiff. Please. That was just a minor distortion. An illusion, nothing more. It's over now.
He's telling the truth, soldier. The installation has been shut down. You're safe.
It didn't seem like an illusion to me. It felt too damn real.
Yeah, illusions don't usually result in injuries.
Everything you saw was a figment of your imagination, Skiff. Your actions, however, had an impact on your environment. That is the reason Zotov was injured, and you were not.
No one would have been injured if the illusions had been stopped sooner.
Shutting the installation down abruptly would have fried Skiff's brain. Irreversibly. I did all I could to avoid that outcome.
Was that another botched experiment, Doc?
I wouldn't call it that. I didn't foresee those sea vestiges, that's true. The monolith showed you someone else's memory. I never expected that. Who knew those tall tales had a basis in reality? But I was sure you'd be fine. It was impossible to calculate the safe level of psi exposure when the monolith was first created. But it's a different story now. I used the minimal configuration, see? You're safe and sound, and despite some unpleasant side effects, everything went well. The Alpha artifact worked. We can begin the experiment.
What are you gonna do if the connection is successful? How are you gonna use the anomalous energy?
SIRCAA will become the very thing you Stalkers saw in the monolith. Except, we'll grant wishes for real, and we'll do it for all mankind. The Earth will have an inexhaustible source of energy. We will reach the outer limits of the solar system. We will work wonders.
Are you planning to use the Wish Granner again?
Why would we do that? It's a relic of the old zone, a distraction for those who manage to enter the sarcophagus. But SIRCAA doesn't need that. We have the ward to protect us. Besides, even in its prime, this ancient hunk of junk never functioned as intended. The last thing I need right now is SIRCAA fanatics, thank you very much.
Are you sure it's safe connecting the artifact to the generators?
There are certain risks, of course. But inaction would be far more dangerous. We must take control of the zone's anomalous energy before disaster strikes. When we connect to the generators, the zone will be eliminated. And the anomalous energy will finally start serving the needs of mankind.
Yes?
I'm waiting for the Stalker, Colonel.
Got it. He'll be there. Go to the projection room, Skiff. She's waiting for you. Good luck.
And Skiff, I'm sorry about your home. I wish great experiments could always be performed without casualties.
Damn! You're good, soldier. You almost got me there. But it's okay, I'll live. And I'll never make the mistake of helping a stalker again.
Skiff! Thank God you're here. If only Darlin had listened to me, I wouldn't have to cheat. You know that's true. Tell her. I'm begging you.
Your friend is a strange kind of scientist, Skiff. He loves secrets more than discoveries.
He's no friend of mine.
Skiff!
That makes sense. People need more than just a couple of days to really become friends. You need to trust one another, share your secrets. Like the fact that someone stole the scanners from SIRCAA just because he was so envious of Dr. Dalin. And guided by his co-conspirator Faust, he insisted on murdering every last witness, including you, of course.
I can explain everything!
There's no need to repeat yourself, Professor. This man almost got you killed. So it's up to you to decide his fate.
Let him go.
Professor Herman, you may go.
Skiff! Thank you. Thank you.
Professor! You forgot something.
Goodbye.
Yevhen Martinenko, 25 years old. Born in a small town, loved a good book, but preferred a good fight. Served in the army, upon returning home was engaged in risky part-time jobs. No real friends, no family, just lonely evenings in front of the TV. A while ago he came home to find his place in ruins. You've been through a lot, Yevhen. Cigarette? After the fire at those apartments, everyone rushed to seek help from officials. But not you, Yevhen. In your search for the truth, you had the courage to enter the zone. Perseverance is an admirable quality, and you've got heaps of it. That's why we can thank you, and you alone, that the scanner is back at SIRCAA. The zone is extremely dangerous to the outside world. But thanks to you, we will soon have its power under control. And in the meantime, you can return to the mainland and move into a beautiful new house.
Sounds great.
You deserve it.
But I want to be there for the experiment. Bread was promised. Now it's time for circuses.
Dr. Dalin speaks highly of you, but the experiment requires top-level security. Although, perhaps you could help us in this matter. Someone's planning to stop us, right? Stop us getting what we deserve.
Strider. The leader of Noontide intends to break into SIRCAA. He might be armed.
I knew I could count on you. Meet with Strider. Convince him not to do anything stupid. I don't want our new world to begin with bloodshed. And neither do you.
And if he doesn't change his mind?
You're an experienced guy, Yevhen. I'm sure you can handle it. One way or another. Connection sequence initiated. All authorized personnel are to proceed to their positions. Warning. Sector C is now temporarily closed. We apologize for the inconvenience. Warning.
and Gamma Squad, please proceed to your positions as specified in the new defense plan. Welcome to the laboratory, guest. The experiments performed at SIRCAA go beyond research into anomalies and artifacts. We're also investigating the zone's impact on the human body. A higher access level is required to obtain further information.
Everyone's in position. We'll begin on your mark.
So Strider was right? The monolith, Skiff, is it really here?
Yeah. I tried it.
And what happened?
A hallucination. That's what it was. Sea influence. Nothing more.
Maybe you're stronger than we were. Or maybe you just don't realize what's happened to you yet.
Dallin said SIRCAA isn't going to use the monolith anymore. They only needed it to prep for another experiment. They're gonna end all this shit right here, right now. They're gonna destroy the zone.
And you believe that, Skiff? Do you really believe the monolith is just an installation? And they actually know what they're doing? They'll write off all their mistakes as collateral damage in pursuit of the greater good. But we are not some byproducts of their experiments, Skiff. We are human beings. If their plans have any relation to the monolith, we are putting an end to them. These people are not to be trusted. We can't waste any more time. Tell me now, Skiff, are you with the Ward or with us?
We'll stop them together.
Then it's settled. You should go.
Warning. Enhanced security protocol is now in place. Their work. Your clearance level will be restored once the connection is complete. Have a nice day.
Help me out with these, will ya? One on each hinge should do the trick.
Performing visual analysis. No damage detected.
Alright, let's go!
Azeroth. Router ready. Block 5. Waveguide ready.
Back it up.
SIRCAA.
Gateway open. X11. Awaiting connection.
What the fuck?
You alright? Let's go!
Out the fucking way!
Connection established.
Step back!
It's time.
You motherfucker!
Come
have time for this. Get Korshunov to send his men to the data center. There's a flash drive there with the Institute's entire archive on it. It must not fall into the wrong hands. It contains the telemetry data from the experiment.
Welcome to SIRCAA, to the heart and soul of scientific progress. The head of SIRCAA is a brilliant scientist with a direct discovery. While working on extraordinary discoveries, welcome to the future of humanity.
I'll read you. Over.
Finally. Stride went dark and you weren't picking up. We'll have to get out of there immediately. The moon's coordinates are on your PDA. Follow the underground tunnel out of SIRCAA. I hope we all make it through this in one piece. And that the zone is unharmed.
Glad to see you, buddy. Let's get out of here. Hey, would you look at that?
Край, мій рідний край, чарівний край, черемоша і прута. Ти моя любов, і рідна матінко моя. It's alive! The zone is alive! It survived, Skiff! It survived!
You're fucking crazy! I almost died at that fucking institute.
Where's Strider?
Now you ask.
What happened over there, Skiff? Where is Strider? Why are they shooting at us? Why are you shooting at us? We're with Strider!
Dud. Just like you can't get rid of the sky up above.
What?
They say the sun's always shining in Pripyat.
Bullshit. They got all soggy after all. I should have kicked the habit. That means Strider and Dubny and they're all gone? Right. I guess the zone didn't protect them after all. How come, Skiff? In coming from White Island. Maybe not all of them got hit by the monolith thingy, right? Come on, chime in.
Richter, it's Lodotchka. The island. It's a disaster. Something is happening, and it's...
Calm down, Professor. Deep breaths. I need details.
It happened all at once. Like a signal. Intense sea activity. Incredibly powerful. Noontide. Richter. They've all turned into monolithians again.
Fuck.
I found out where it started, but I can't get there. I'm at Quiet's camp. Someone's here. Richter. I need your help. Can you hear me? Help!
Looks even worse than I thought.
Lodotchka mentioned some kind of signal. What do you think it was?
I bet it was the exact same crab that made poor horse jump us. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Lodotchka's gonna have a heart attack when he hears about this.
What the hell is happening on that island?
No idea. Where's Scar when I need him, damn it? It may not be Spark, but it's high time he showed up. We need to get the professor out of there, Skiff. There's no way we can sort that shit out without him.
Ever thought it might all be Scar's fault? He and the Ward are all busy with their zone turf war, and the rest of us gotta deal with the fallout. Did you know that SCAR tried to stop Dallin from replicating the Caribbean experiment? Maybe Monolith is back because the Wishgranter was taken to SIRCAA. SCAR couldn't let it go.
I didn't know about the Caribbean experiment, Skiff. I'm not one of SCAR's men, and Spark doesn't report to me. I don't have a clue what they're up to or where they are. But you're right. SCAR is capable of anything. The question is, will his shortcut lead us to the zone we want?
Okay, I'll help Ludochka.
Right. Here's the deal. You take care of Wild Island and Lodochka, and I'll go find SCAR. Sure hope it's not a monolithian bullet keeping him quiet.
Hey, Wardens! Knock, knock! What's that loud noise, huh? Did you hear that? I think it's the zone. It's hammering nails. In your opinions? What? You don't like it? Well, this is just the beginning. Talking? What's his name? Lodushka? Not yet. But I've got an idea. It works like a charm on folks like him. Do whatever it takes. If we go back empty-handed, he'll throw us to the Chimera, no shit. Copy. I'm on it. Stand by.
You killed him, right? That mercenary? Watt, was it? He left to get some water. Said he'd waterboard me until I told him everything.
How did you end up here at Quiet's camp?
After the signal, they all packed up and left. Didn't even bother to check my bunker, so I decided to warn everyone off the island. I needed a powerful radio. I knew Quiet had one.
What did that Watt guy want from you?
They were looking for the source of the signal, I guess. But I have no idea who they're working for.
What happened to Noontide?
After you left the island, first, Striders showed up, put together a small team. Dudney, Horse, a few others. And he ordered the rest to defend the island. He said the ward would never forgive him for what he was about to do. But if he didn't, there'd be no more Noontide. So they left. And then there was the signal, and I can't get there, for the monolith cries out of my head.
Where did that signal come from?
Somewhere deep inside the shelter. I'm sorry I can't give you an exact location. My equipment didn't last long under that, exposure. Just like the Noontiders. One thing's for sure, a blast that powerful doesn't just happen. There must be a device. Something from the monolith's past, probably. There's a problem, though. The vents at the shelter don't work. Underground rooms are filled with toxic waste gas. This place is already falling apart without Horse.
Horse is dead. I had to shoot him. He was about to kill Richter.
The man who attacked you wasn't Horse. My friend cherished life. Loved his life. Let others live. Choose between serving the monolith and taking a bullet. It would be an obvious choice.
How did a monolithian device end up in the shelter? Strider always tried to keep that stuff away from Noontide.
I can only think of one person. Faust. You know how much he clung to the past. I couldn't stand those sermons of his.
Gas isn't an issue. I'll figure it out.
Very prudent of you. But right now, you can only get to the underground from outside the base, to the northeast.
You monolith bastards thought you could wipe us all out, huh? Well, guess what? I'm still breathing, and I ain't gonna hide anymore. Come to the eastern checkpoint and I'll give you a warm welcome. Listen up, guys. There's something going on over at the S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Shit. Don't want to freak anyone out, but they mentioned monoliths. Here's the plan. Those with enough zone experience, meet me at the bar. We'll figure out how to defend Zalissya. It's going to pay us a You monolith bastards thought you could wipe us all out, huh? Well, guess what? I'm still breathing, and I ain't gonna hide anymore. Come to the eastern checkpoint and I'll give you a warm welcome. Listen up, guys. There's something going on over at the S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Gunfire and don't want to freak anyone out, but they mentioned monoliths. Here's the plan. Those with enough zone experience, meet me at the bar. We'll figure out how to defend Zalissya and decide to pay us a visit. No greenhorns for now. If you're scared, Warlock's got something to calm your nerves. is under attack. I repeat, we've got contact and need reinforcements. There's a shitload of them. Shitload of what, Sphere? Stalkers? Noontide! They breached our defenses already. Fuck. Sukin is leading them. Sphere, please repeat. What's the status of your commander? Sphere, do you read? Over. This is the Gaffer. Monolith is at Zalissya. We can't hold them back on our own. We need all the help we can get. Stalkers, step up. Zalissya is requesting assistance. Our forces are stretched thin, and the fanatics are still advancing. Damn it. Can anybody hear me?
Lend me a medkit, guys!
I've only been in the zone for a week. Funny, right?
Welcome.
I haven't even
Zalissya.
had a chance to go artifact hunting yet.
Come in and talk to Gaffer. He'll give you some of our supplies. We don't have much, but we're sharing everything we've got.
Thanks for coming to our aid, Skiff. Just your luck, right? Every time you show up in Zalissya, the shit hits the fan. Last time it was the Ward, and now it's Monolith. Glad to see you're still alive. There ain't many of us left. Everyone who didn't run off and didn't get killed is here. As you can tell, We could really use some extra hands.
Tell me what happened here.
The Monolithians came to Zalissya. An entire army of them. I had no clue there were so many left. I tried to get a defense together, but I couldn't do much with these rookies. I took as many folk as I could to safety. Eventually, the fanatics moved on. But as you can see, some of them stuck around.
How can I help out?
Our supplies are running thin. Warlock is working on it. You can discuss it with him. Lenz's injury is getting worse. But the biggest problem is defending Zalissya. Remember our guide? We called him Uncle Lyonya. He was a Monolithian all along. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw him leading their squad. A second later, he ordered them to open fire at us. That's when I had to accept the truth. Luckily, I know where the bastard is when he's not out there killing his own comrades.
How do you know he's hiding there?
I warned the other stalkers about him. Told them to hold him at gunpoint if he ever showed up again. They spotted the bastard and reached out to me.
You didn't know about his past? How did he end up as a guide here?
I didn't have many options back then. He didn't drink much, didn't steal, kept a low profile, had a clean reputation. No one remembered anything bad about it. Now, I understand why.
You want me to kill him?
That's right. I'll send you the coordinates. It's the house where he used to meet newcomers, to take them to Zalissya. The bastard.
Whoa! Are you with us?
Seems like you could use a hand.
I sure could. Gaffer and I are trying to turn this kindergarten into something that could actually stand up to those Monolithians. Our plan is ambitious, but it won't mean squat without some gear. And while I'm wrapped up in this mess, there are two other issues on my plate. First, there's Hamster. He's holed up in the emission shelter, hoarding supplies like they're gold. Second, my precious gun is lost somewhere in the clutter at Lenz's workshop.
What's so special about your gun?
Well, I had my baby since back when I went to Intar with Gaffer. She's seen a lot. Besides, when everyone else is lucky to get rusty old junk from Hamster's stash, a good gun is worth its weight in gold.
So what's the deal with you and Hamster?
He's a fucking rat. Hamster thinks he can ride this out with a guard of his and keep his stockpile of supplies. He's living high on the high, while the rest of us are starving. Gaffer may not see eye to eye with me, but if you ask me, not helping out in a situation like this is just as bad as pointing the gun at us.
Sounds easy enough. So it's all here in Zalissya?
If I send you on some wild goose chase, I know you probably wouldn't bother coming back, huh?
Can you remind me what you wanted me to bring again?
My gun. I'd rather have you convince him, if you can. Hamster won't share his supplies. He's holed up. I'll always keep a bottle ready for you.
One box of ammo at most, a couple of medkits, a couple new guns, 4 grenades. No food.
Not a single crust of bread on any of the corpses. What the hell are they eating? All right. Give the ammo to the raiding team and put the rest in the pile. Now take a break. Good work.
It's for everyone. If you need it, go ahead and take some. If not, just leave it here.
They're watching us. Up there on the hill, you see? Wish I could get them to scram, but I can't even come close to it.
Keep it down! Who's there? Oh, it's you. Apologies, but at the moment my trading assets are, let's say, frozen. But thanks for stopping by. Take care and goodbye.
Not so fast. Why aren't you with the rest of the Zalissya stalkers?
They're just pissing those fanatics off. Holed up in that house, shooting back, thinking my goods are gonna help them pull through. Nah, I'll pass. The two of us are better off here.
The gaffer needs supplies. Can we work something out?
I've got security covered for another year. Plenty of food and gear too. You've got nothing to offer me.
I tried to settle this without anyone getting shot.
I don't like this.
I think this belongs to you.
Oh, yes! My baby. You're a peach! Here, take this. I'll toss in some extra coupons when I get the chance. Hello? That was pretty extreme.
They sacrificed themselves for us. We'll bury them with honor. So many graves.
It.
monolith's will has not been done. Zalissya shall fall. Few infidels remain. No one should be left alive. No one should stand in the monolith's path. Complete your mission. It's time for our final prayer.
The infidels will fear us. You shall take away their fear.
The infidels will hate us.
Take this grenade, enemy!
Wow, looks gorgeous. If Lens's cameras didn't conk out after every emission, I could have taken me some amazing pics. I mean, the poppy field alone. Just think about showing it to the rookies. But them lot would all rush over to see it on their own, unprepared, with no plan. Forget it, Old Spice. Sometimes beauty just ain't meant to be seen.
Nice shot on that fanatic up the hill.
Yeah? What do you want? Hello, skip.
did what you asked.
I knew I could count on you. What about Warlock's request?
I've got everything he asked for.
You can leave it here. The Monolithians follow their preachers. When a Hydra loses its head, it takes a little while for it to grow back. It's gonna be easier for us now. Thank you.
Yeah? Hello, is